All right, so let's try 45 and 3.1. So I have a relief package dropped from a moving airplane. Okay?
Nice.
Airplane. Whoops. Damn it, Jimmy, I told you to hold on to that. Right?
The Tesla?
No, the Tesla is actually undergoing a different function, which is cool. This thing is not going fast enough to escape Earth's gravity. So this thing is just going to get sucked because that's what gravity does, right? So the gravity will suck this thing down. It's still traveling forward though, right?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Because I kind of let go of it, so it's still got some forward momentum. So then I'm asked, what height did they drop this thing? This is height of the package h in kilometers and horizontal axis d in meters. So this is d meters, this is h kilometers. And this graph, right, is h of d. You guys with me on that?
Yep.
Okay, so how high was it when they dropped it?
5 kilometers.
Okay, A, 5 kilometers. B, how far from the spot above which it was released does the package hit the ground? Oh, they have a number here. 4430.
Meters.
That one. 4430 meters. With me?
Yeah.
Okay, and then C was the tough question?
Yeah.
Yes.
So C is write a formula for h of d. Hint, the package starts falling at the highest point on the graph.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
Does that make sense? That the
Yes.
package starts falling at the highest point on the graph?
Yes. It's falling like 10 meters below that.
Okay, so it should be noted that this is ignoring a couple variables that are present in real life. Like terminal velocity, for instance, and air resistance, but whatever. It's actually it's good enough for a first approximation anyway. As long as the box isn't filled with like packing peanuts or something. So, if you have this forward velocity and it starts falling up here, what does that mean this thing is in terms of a parabola?
The y-intercept.
Oh yeah, that's the vertex, right? Okay, so a list of things I know about the parabola. I know the vertex is at 0, 5. And what else do I know?
The y-intercept is 0.
And we have a 0 at 4,430.
Yeah, I know that there's an x-intercept at 4430,
It's the other one at negative 4,430.
comma 0. Yeah, and you could reasonably interpret this to mean that that other one is at negative 4430.
But that doesn't make sense in the context we're working with.
Right.
That's true. It doesn't make sense in the context that I'm working with. So what I'm going to do is the kind of other thing. So I'm thinking, all right, I've got a vertex and a point, right?
Mm-hmm.
What else do I know about this parabola?
It's y-intercept.
Yeah, it points down.
So it's negative.
Right? So there's some negative coefficient, right? Okay, so let me see if I can figure out my, not Q. How about we call it h of d, like I said it was called earlier. Okay, so which form is going to be best to put this in?
Vertex. Point.
Probably vertex form, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what's vertex form look like?
Vertex form is like something parentheses, something plus something, parentheses squared plus something.
A times x minus h squared plus k?
Exactly.
Okay, so I have made something weird go on here.
K is 5. Your H.
Yeah, in that h here and h here are different,
Oh, right.
right? So I should call this something else.
R.
Sure.
And then X is.
And x isn't an x anymore, right? X should be the the independent variable here, which is
4,000.
d is your
Oh.
D is kind of your explanatory variable, right? Like it's the inputs.
Yeah.
So it should go in where the x's are.
Yeah.
Okay. What was your vertex at?
0, 5.
It was at 0, 5.
Yeah,
So the R is
Plus,
0, and the K is 5. Okay. All right. What else do I know about A?
It's negative.
Yeah.
It's negative. So I think my function is h of d is negative a d squared plus 5.
Okay.
And then what else do I know?
No, when D is 4,430, H is 0.
Yeah, I know an intercept, right? This is a point on the graph, so it's a what? You guys know. It's an input-output pair,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Because it's a point on the graph.
There's a delayed reaction.
What's that?
There's delayed reaction.
Okay, let's try it
You
again.
didn't get time to buffer.
Okay, so this is a point on the graph, so it's a
Input-output pair.
Yes, that's better. Okay, so that means the 4430 goes in for
D.
D. So what goes in for H?
0.
0. So you got 0 is negative A times 4430 squared plus 5. And then what am I looking for?
A.
A, right? So the application of a little bit of algebra here should yield that A is 5 divided by 4430 squared.
Wouldn't it be, what about your negative sign?
You'd
So
multiply.
I subtract 5 and then flip the sign on both sides and then divide by 4430 squared. Are you with me on the algebra? Okay, cool. Now I found A, which I circle and go on with my life, right?
Nah, you should simplify it. No, yeah, you should.
Or
Circle
just
and go
plug
with
it
what?
back into your H of D.
Yeah, they didn't ask for A, right?
Yeah.
They didn't ask for the vertical stretch component here.
Right.
They asked what was the function. So I should take that and trot it back into H. So my answer for part C here is H as a function of D is negative 5 over 4430 squared times D squared plus 5.
Yeah. Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is a little bit funky, right? Because this thing takes a, what's the category of the input here?
There's distance.
A distance in
Meters.
meters and outputs a
Kilometers.
distance in kilometers, a height in kilometers, right? Which feels a little funny.
Yeah, because if it was in meters, then it'd be like 4.4, which is way better, like relative to.
Yeah, I think it probably would have been better to make D into kilometers.
Yeah.
But what else? Like, this stuff happens. You just have to be careful when you have mixed units in a problem.
Yeah.
Cool? Questions, thanks?
Why is your 5 negative there when it's positive up there?
Because
wait,
I
you
had
have the
a
negative
negative
A.
sign
Got
built
it.
into the formula.
Got it.
If you hadn't noticed the pointed downward thing, you would have had to make a negative anyway. You guys see that? Like, you would have gotten that negative regardless of whether you noted that pointed down or not. Somebody noticed it, so I thought it was a good idea to put it in.